We're on.
Mission complete!
We're not the first time. There's a Tustin Timberlake. So I Googled Tustin Timberlake, and then I found Tustin Timberlake's Twitter. And it's really weird.
Ready? Go!
Okay, let's go. Yeah, I guess I'm playing.
Diego?
Yeah. It was tight. I feel bad because I invited like a bunch of Chabelo. He's back. Everyone I said.
Everyone.
Ready? Go!
Okay, all right. No, we're some people are running late, so everyone check in. Been playing.
Oh yeah. They've got the good ones.
There was actually some random, like, not random, some friends from high school.
Yeah.
Showed up with like her boyfriend and then another friend, like there was like 4 people, and then it's like Diego, there was like this girl and her 2 friends that I met at the kind of apartment without water, and you know, bird party. She like would come to you. I don't know how frequently she comes to across the pond, but she gave her my.
Oh wait, not the girl you were flirting with.
No. So the girl I've been flirting with, came. But you remember? Yeah.
The two ladies
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. So one of them, like, I guess they most of us are after the show. She hit me up, and I was like, that's great stuff. Also, like, getting his favorite friend. Yeah, that's why it's mostly like matchups, like both like different players, like. That's fine. I mean, also, I played Mooshies last time. Yeah. Well, it's like variety, man. I'm telling you.
I thought I was gonna be late. I got here at like 6.
Survival.
Alright, so let's get started. Sorry.
Is he on the books? Is he coming?
He is on the books. He hasn't messaged me since playing, but
He's only
yeah, you know, but he had pretty good at like his hand, but like,
tried to give Mooshies $1. He said we'll play another. I like when people money match in bracket though too. That shit's also kind of sick. Yeah, you ever see people do that?
I
Yeah.
watch. I always thought the same every single one like once the tournament you get one like $5 like money back. Like, you can just put $5 today and like
Bro,
I
dude, you
think
should run the
$5 money back.
maybe in the Ammy bracket. That'd be sick.
Yeah, we got a lot of money. Yeah, $10, $5 like money back. Yeah.
Wait, what if just the loser gets to do run it back once?
Yeah, that's it. It's just one running back, and then if the person wins, then they get the 5.
And get the 5 and move on in bracket. That's pretty sick.
I just get the 5, like with 5 and then losers, but if everyone gets one running back, then
Wait, yeah,
back
what
is
is
fun.
What does that mean when they just win? Oh yeah,
But if
they
they win, then
win the set. Oh yeah, it's like a double or nothing
If
type
they
shit.
someone beats you, then you can run it back on them.
Hudson would be like, "You want to run it back?" And I'd be like, "Yo, do you know who I'm playing next?"
On the top.
Wingstop and
Oh, it's those. said he hasn't played it.
Mr. Game and Watch.
Yeah, sorry. You're good. No, you're good. You're good.
Falco. Survival.
So let's three.
Survival.
perked it up. You perked it up. Thank you. Hell yeah. Waiting on Burrito for and Sudos.
Okay.
Fine.
Good luck. You're going down.
Could you charge watch that I said?
Yeah. Amateur bracket, this one.
I have no idea. Touch it. Okay, need bracket. Today. Do it. Alright. Hey man, I'll just do it. Whatever. Good one. You playing Yoshi today? What? Some days are like that, you know? Hey, what's...
Oh, I got double eliminated. I don't think we can target Burrito versus losers.
Okay, I got you. Yeah,
Yeah, I didn't pick that. Are you GOATcheese?
Yeah, bitches. she won!
Game and watch. Survival. Ready? Go!
Oh, you're playing game. So I'm playing Speed right now. Probably do it after this. I'll play after this. Let's see what.
You wanna watch this?
I'll just watch it. Oh, we can play right now if you want.
I don't care. No, I'm just chilling. I'm just a guy. I'm Mr. Kid.
Oh, I guess that's the name, right? You playing against Nat's name already, or what's the score? You won? Playing against a 4. Yeah, we can play. Let's go and watch this.
Yeah, this is tight. What is this moveset code?
He's going for some shit.
No, it's not this.
No, I don't think he's been here like a couple times. He's doing some shit.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, I think he first came up to Iberia too. Oh yeah,
That's like started like 2 weeks ago, right?
yeah, 2 maybe. He's pretty good though. No, I don't. Yeah, come on, sir.
You can tell that he's done this so many times. He has the whole flow chart.
I played against him too many times, so. No! Fuck you, man.
That was optimal. That was optimal.
No, this fucking guy. I know. Alright. Okay.
Now you should stay here and do the stream because Archer's almost done with his match. And then I'll use the bathroom and we'll play after.
Alright. I already used the bathroom. Wait, did you do this?
What?
Oh, did you go bathroom? Or?
I'm going right now. And then Archer will be done with his match, and then we'll watch the stream, and then it's all gonna work out. Everything's good.
Of course. It's good. We got play Fox. Yeah, he got hits after Arcadia. You got one of them. I was pretty hyped.
It's 2-1.
Oh, I'm sorry, my bad.
Get that right, man. Get that right.
I got that wrong. Hey, I'm sorry. Dude, it's just an honest mistake, man. Fuck, bro.
This is bad.
How do you do the other stuff? I'm not gonna figure it. That was fun. There was a lot of goons that came out alive. Bunch of gooners.
Remember that one movie?
Oh yeah, you were there. Oh, they there? They were gooners?
He's a hardcore movie right now.
The board is, right there. Yo, more place? A board, you know, so you can play. A board. Alright, what was the... Alright, you're watching shit. You can go over now.
The fuck? I don't know how to do this.
You just clicked on the button. Okay.
Oh no, they should be able to do this, man. It's not rocket science.
You should have dropped that one. I think you should have dropped it. I think you should have stuck on the floor.
I liked your suicide there.
Oh shit, tell him, bro.
Tell him.
Fuck this guy, dude. Fuck him. Hey, give him a message. Send him a message, bro.
Oh shit.
Okay, give me your browser then.
Well, don't do the bad joke.
Give me a browser for one game, and then go take me that to every other time.
Okay. Okay.
Mr. Game and Watch. Survival. Fox. Mr. Game and Watch.
Best of 5 winners. Okay. He cheated. Pick up odds. We got cheaters on the loose. Let's do this.
I lost the cspan and GOATcheese.
It's best of.
I was kind of cooking this thing. I didn't really see
Both
it.
of them.
I feel like I could have definitely won my second game last time I said. I choke.com, dude. I was up a stock and I fucking choked. I'm like, FD.
Dude, it happens. Choke.com is just inevitable.
I mean, versus Falcon, just like 1DI.
They just dominate the marketplace.
Well, I mean, dude, you know Ness. Like, Ness versus Falcon was just fun.
Ness versus Falcon?
Yeah, isn't that a fucking matchup?
Yeah, I think it's one of... To be honest, sometimes it feels worse than, like, Ness Falco.
Yeah, literally. I mean,
Like,
he just
Falcon's
blows you
punish...
up,
Yeah.
literally.
Like, his punish game is, like, virtually almost, like, the same as his Puff punish game, except it's, like, easier on Ness. Like, it's crazy. But, you know, enough about Ness Falcon. We're talking about Game & Watch Fox. So, I'm very, you know, I'm good friends.
The names are swapped. Have you noticed that yet? I was waiting for Justin to notice it.
You know what?
Yeah, that's Come on, Mooshies.
Boom. Look at that.
Oh, dude, I've played against Cohenski before, bro. Like, he makes me want to put him on control and slip the wall. Like when because
Good.
every time I play him, dude, he just plays Mario and shit. Like he just matches what I play. It's infuriating.
Okay, well the thing is, I do that.
I know, dude. That's why you pissed me off too. That one time I was playing. It happens.
I just do it. I like I like playing like same tier characters. Like if I'm playing against like a Mario online, I'll play Ness or like or if I see a Game & Watch, I'm playing Ness because like I play a lot of Ness Game & Watch. Because I play Reed a lot, but
Reed's sick.
dude,
I
Reed,
have his lighter. He didn't come today. Accidentally.
I think he's gonna be there Sunday.
Read in chat. If you're in chat, bro, I have your lighter.
I think he's at work.
Probably good.
Yeah, because Ness Luigi is actually painful, and
Yeah, because he just gets himself.
and like I'm really bad at Falco Luigi, hence why you beat me in that amateur bracket. So I need to work on that matchup.
I don't want
So-
to. I want to do something else.
You know, good shit. Your Luigi's kind of nasty, not gonna lie, but
Mooshies, he's gonna figure it out, dude. He's gonna wake up.
yeah, you just gotta grab. Just grab him.
Have you played Cohenski before?
No, I mean, yeah.
It's hard to.
Oh.
I feel like it's all punish
Oh.
games. Like if you can make a fox explode, like it really doesn't matter.
Oh, that's like the whole thing that like mid tiers and low tiers are like benching or like betting on
Yeah.
is that like their punish game on like you literally have to make the most of every single opening because you get way less openings than the fox will. And, like you have to work a lot more for your openings, and so your openings have to count for way more.
Oh, look at this.
Yeah, like this.
Let's
this
go,
is what you want.
Mooshies. Fuck them up, bro.
This is what we want. Let him cook. This is what he
Yeah,
wants.
dude.
Yes.
Just keep it going, man.
Yes.
There's no reason to stop, bro. Oh,
Oh, if you hit him with a 9 right there.
I think makes it back.
Yeah. But yeah.
Mooshies got those.
Like that's the main reason why I will never like be a Ness main. Is
Yeah.
because I've played against foxes who will like run to the other side of the stage and just like laser cam me, which is like what you're supposed to do against a low tier.
Right.
But
I
but
don't know,
putting that
haven't you
pressure
seen-
into getting one opening, you have to work so hard to get that one opening, and if you drop one thing in your punish, if you don't zero to death them off of that one fucking opening, then it's like it's
But that's
GG's.
sick as hell, though. Like, haven't you ever seen Joey Bats? Like, his punish game has gotten so fucking creative because, like, it's just hard to play that character.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
I
like,
think
every
Ness,
time he grabs Fox, he just explodes the motherfucker. It's crazy. I love
Yeah.
this flow transfer. It's so beautiful to watch.
dude, I think Ness's chain grab is the most fair chain grab in the game.
Everybody who has the chain grab on Fox says that, dude.
No, legitimately, Ness's chain grab is the most fair chain grab in the game because one, it only goes to 35.
Really.
Yeah, so like,
From what, 0?
so you go from grab at 0 is free grab, and then at 15% it's up air regrab. So it's like up throw, up air regrab, and then at that point you're at 30%. You can't regrab, so you have to up throw into up air combo to like back air into like
Yeah,
edge
dude, you
guard.
can't combo.
Like it's fair. It's fair. Like it's
I low-key, I mean, I probably should, but I don't. I'm
don't
trying
chain
to
grab?
get my combo game at least a little bit.
yeah. You don't want to rely on your chain grab. I think it is important to like
you
have
need to
good.
practice
Yeah.
it.
No, you definitely should have it for FD. Like.
Yeah, because
but-
like when Franz grabs anyone, they explode. It's insanity on this dude.
But like understanding your chain grab and like how it works helps you a lot in your punish game on other stages, especially like Dreamland or Pokemon, where like there's a lot of space in the middle to play with. Like
Yeah, I feel like there's also a lot of really cool counterplay that happens where like your opponent knows like what the DI they can do to get like on a platform or a slide off.
yeah,
So you do like forward throw mix-ups and shit.
yeah, and you have to play around that mix-up of like, oh, are they gonna go on the side plat or are they gonna stay center stage?
Yeah.
And then,
There's
but
so many mix-ups. It's super cool.
but the cool thing with Ness, so what you can do because Ness's like full jump is super slow,
Oh,
you
yeah.
can, so like on Dreamland, you can up throw, and then
Let's go Mooshies. Oh, let him have it, bro.
oh,
I love it testing commentary, dude.
Yeah. But yeah,
Any yells or hollers is Tustin in the background.
um, what I was saying, so you can pull up the side plat after you do an up throw, and if they don't land onto the platform, you can double jump, waveland off, and get the back air
The
still.
back air, I've seen that. I've seen Joey Batch as well.
Dude, I love the double jump waveland.
Yeah, and
It's
if
so it
early
feels so
percent and
good.
they DI, can they go back into the stage if they DI poorly for the strong dare? Like if it's like, let's say you did that at like 40%, can you get a tech chase off that strong dare? You know? Like you ever seen like early?
If they DI badly,
Yeah, like on
I
stage.
think they'll still go off stage. I think it's still strong enough. Like most of the time, back air depends. I think it also depends on the character. Like if
Yeah.
it's Falcon, I don't think he
Yeah.
might be landing on side plat. In that
Yeah,
case,
because it goes up and away.
in that
right?
case, what I would do is I would double jump PK Fire to cover the tech. See, I love PK Fire. I think it's so sick, but it's also such a garbage move.
Yeah, it seems like they just needed a few more months on this game, but maybe they would have patched out all the bullshit.
I think
Who knows?
I think
Why the fuck did they do meteor cancels, bro? Like every character would be way more. It would be way more balanced if this got rid of
okay. So I've heard this question before. Would you rather every move be meteor cancelable or every move is a spike?
every move is a spike.
You would rather have spikes for everything?
Yeah, I mean, I would rather have it be non-meteor cancelable, but I like the ecosystem because like spikes are just inherently different moves than stomps. Like I feel like making them all one or the other, like ultimate, is like low-key kind of whack, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the fact that Marth can like double jump full, like on the side plant double jump, full jump, double jump, and like down air, and like he's way on top of the stage, but the fox goes flying down and away, you know? Like that shit is cool. But
Yeah,
I
it
also
does
like
look
the
hype.
fact that Falcon has to go, or like Donkey Kong, they have to go all the way out there and fucking
I think
rank them downward.
I think it should be if it's a weak hit, it should be meteor cancelable. If it's a strong hit, it's a spike and you can't. I
True,
think that
but, like,
that balances it. So like it it forces you to be like to place your moves like accurately, and like so you're still being rewarded for placing a good move. But if you place it bad, your opponent's not completely like it gives your opponent like a chance for counterplay.
True.
You know, I think having an opportunity for counterplay is what makes the game good. You know,
Yeah,
like,
I like the counterplay for meteor cancels. I just think it's like the characters that have to do that counterplay have to also work super hard. It's not like Falcon, it's like
yeah,
Yoshi. You know?
yeah. It's just like coincidentally enough that like all the top tiers in the game all have spikes.
Yeah.
You know, like even Falcon has a spike, but
Yeah,
it's hard.
spike.
Yeah, that's like where my idea comes from is Falcon, because like normal
I
down
think
air is
that's-
meteor cancelable, nipple spike, so it's like you're being rewarded for hitting a harder move. You know,
True. What's up?
I'm down for it.
Ammy, is it free? Yeah, fuck yeah.
No, you have to pay me $5.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. If we run an amateur bracket, do you want my nest? No, I'm asking you. Do you want my nest? Do you want to play nest?
I don't know, bro. I feel weird about making that decision.
No,
Play whoever you think you're gonna beat me with.
I genuinely, dude, I'll just play.
If you think you're gonna beat me with Ness and play Ness, you think you're gonna beat me with
It is a tough matchup. I think I'll probably stick to Falco though, if
Dude.
like you don't want me, cause like I don't know,
I like the Ness, but you're not like a solo Ness man, so like I don't know.
I'm a dual main. Checkmate, bitch.
When did wait, did Mango
Are they
yeah,
playing?
Mango- wait. So it wasn't like a Falco first, right?
Well, he was a pup first.
I know he was a puff first, but after puff, did he play
First one
Falco
that count
or
was
Fox?
You know, it's sad. I think he played Falco first.
Yeah,
I want to.
think he played Falco first, but I also think he played Fox at the same time.
Yeah, I think
Because
he's always been a dual main.
there's a story with him and Alex19 when they were all like a friend group and they were all like starting to play Melee. They were all picking like Fox colors, and he wanted to be Blue Fox, so Alex19 took Blue Fox and he had to be Red Fox. So as long as Alex19 has been playing Fox,
You know why I play Falco?
why?
It's because when I was a kid and I played with my friend, we both wanted to play Fox, but we did rock paper scissors and he got Fox, But he said that like I can't play Fox as well with a different color. I had to pick a different character, and so I picked
That's weird.
Falco.
I love like all the weird family like hidden rules and shit. It's like whenever people play pool, like everyone has a different idea of how to play. You know? Like,
That
only
burn was
people
crazy.
who actually play like competitively or at bars kind of have an idea of how to play it.
Yeah.
Everyone has like, or like ping pong, they all have these weird like gentlemen rules. Or, like, gentlemen rules. That was always the case when we were like,
Yeah.
items, no items, or items always
Dude.
on, or it was like the fucking.
Can we bring back items?
Oh.
Items are fun, bro.
I don't know. It's hard to even get newbies to play the game in like the right stages. You know, they go picking like fucking the one with like the pipes or like
Oh
the one
yeah.
that rotates with the fucking dinosaur and the Metroid one. Like, bro,
I'm
what?
sorry, yeah.
You don't even know how to wave dash, bro. Like, you should slow down.
Congo Jungle, bring it back.
Congo, I would be fine at playing Congo.
You know why it's banned, right?
Yeah, because you can go in the what's it called? The barrel, right? Why is it banned?
So the reason why Congo Jungle is banned is because there was a Peach Ganon match where a Peach went to the top plat and like full hopped up and then floated and then the Ganon couldn't touch her.
I
And so
remember
after that they banned Congo Jungle.
I was thinking of the rapids, you know?
Oh, yeah.
But no, I remember, I remember that story about Congo Jungle. That's the fucking
Hey, to be fair, we don't play him, so
Yeah.
I don't blame you.
I'm so fucking
Yeah, my friend did dupe me, but you know what? At least I have a bit of personality. Playing Falco instead of Fox. But you know what?
Yeah, I mean,
It is a harder life, I will say.
I think,
Legalize green greens? Green greens is fun.
Green, I like the, like, fucked up version of Green. You guys ever see the combo video on Enrique Nukes or whatever from, like, 2011? With, like, weird modded ISOs in the game from back in the day, and they have, like, that green greens that was, like, the no bombs, and the side circles are, like, jammed in. And, like, the ceiling is absurdly low. Like,
Yeah, the ceiling on that
Mark
stage
can-
is
Mark
super
can kill
low.
off, like, different species. It's fucking crazy.
Too far. Yeah, the problem is we can't mod the game. You know, as much as we would love to like
Kind of, I
make
like
changes.
The weird state that we're in. I don't like the controller thing. I think that we could take controllers further. But Hacks kind of fucked themselves. The delivery on all that. And we also just can't. I don't know. I mean, Nintendo they do,
You say
but they-
dude, you know that there is a Nintendo like employee at every like Smash event? Undercover.
Really?
Yeah.
Here, is it?
No, like majors. Like at majors, yeah, there's always a Nintendo employee there.
That's weird.
Yeah, it is fucking dude,
Dude,
it's
imagine if we caught the snake.
dude, we live rent free in Nintendo's mind. And I think that's great.
I think that's, I mean, I think it's like Disney. They really think they shit out gold, and anyone who tries to say any ifs, ands, or buts about it, it's like fucking, that's rancid.
I mean, dude, I hate. I mean,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say like I hate Nintendo as a company, like the things that they've done to community members who just like love their game, like outside of just Melee, like that one Metroid mod that one dude made, and that Nintendo just fucking obliterated him.
All the fan projects, all the ROM hacks,
Yeah.
all the emulation advancements and shit. They made Breath of the Wild fucking multiplayer mod. Nintendo
I just
like,
don't I just don't understand why Nintendo's cares so much about like, say like Melee isn't modding. Melee, I mean like as far as they are concerned, it's not modded. You know, it's just UCF. Like why don't they, like even like when Ultimate was like new and they were running like when they had Nintendo back tournaments, but like they would give them a $25 gift card, and like then they wouldn't even pay out that $25 gift cards in the Nintendo eShop. It's like what the like why? You literally have like an
They have
esports
more money than God, dude.
dude. They literally have an esports scene just like that. Like Blizzard is just like begs to have for Overwatch, and they just can't do it. And it's just like, dude.
Yo, dude, I went on a 20-game win streak today.
On what?
On ranked fucking Zarya and Zenyatta. Zenyatta.
What rank are you?
I am fucking diamond 2 or 3 on my Zarya, I forget. My friend has been playing with me a lot, so it's hard to play with her.
We have not been playing.
I've been playing more Zenyatta with
Keep
him.
chilling. You guys are entertaining.
Wait, do I gotta play? Dog shit. Dude, me and you?
You just played the right?
Yeah, I would change that. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm.
dude, Blizzard, I think low-key, I think Overwatch is going down to the fucking brand.
Oh, dude, the dev team is fucking awful. I hate the Blizzard Overwatch dev team, but yeah, I'm plat 3 right now on Reinhardt,
Oh,
or like my tank, and then my support's like gold 2. But my support's like gold 2. But
we should play sometime, bro.
I'm
It'd be
down.
super fun.
I mean, I've been like trying to not play Overwatch, but I'm done. Like, I think it's solo
It's fun
queuing.
to
I'm
do
done.
Stupid.
I'm done solo queuing.
Yeah,
Dude,
exactly.
hold on. I have to show you this fucking sick ass clip I got on Doomfist.
Yeah? Doomfist is sick, dude.
Dude, no, this was like such a 5-head play. Cause like I don't know if you know, I used to be a
Top 500 time, man.
yeah, I was a top 500 Doomfist main back when he was DPS
Oh,
Doomfist.
Doomfist.
Yeah.
Dude, Doomfist, DPS.
Yeah, I was a one trick.
They also had, like, in the beta, Doomfist was really, really good, and he didn't have any bugs or anything. It was on the new map. And then, what's it called? They released, like, the live version of Overwatch 2, and all the fucking bugs came out.
That's a 3-man.
Let's go.
3-man punch into the dragon.
Was he whole hogging too?
I think he whole hogged at the end.
Living whole hog as Doom, even if he has it for a second, is ridiculous.
They even lamb too.
Oh, that's sick, dude. Yo, that's fucking sick. Yeah, I'd
That
always,
was good game sense right there.
If you focus playing Pope with Zenyatta, I'd always be Zen Doom is such a sick matchup, bro.
Zen Doom?
Zen Doom, yeah, because
Like the counterplay?
Not the counterplay. I mean, I feel like Zen Doom versus 1v1, Zen wins that shit. No lie. Like if you play your corners well, and Discord gives you like wall hacks. So if they like don't wanna, if they are stupid and they keep approaching you and you turn a corner, you can get a full volley charge off. And his head is pretty big.
Oh, yeah, he
You
does
know,
have
and
a
he has
big
to,
head.
you either have to force him into block, and if he does block, what you can do is you can go behind him, right click, and then you can push him.
Dude,
into
I
the
love,
team.
yeah. Dude, okay, Zen having push is so sick.
It's super sick.
I-
Yeah, no, he's the most fun character they
Dude,
should have.
but like, bro, he's so bad though.
No, dude, he's so good, bro.
He's
No
so
lie.
good, but like he gets fucked on. Like if I
Dude,
see
it
as,
depends,
if
it
I
depends.
see a support on my team pick Zen, I'm like, oh, we lost.
No way, dude. No
Okay,
way.
okay,
dude.
maybe not
That's
as bad
why
as like
flat three,
Light
That's why
Weaver.
flat 3 on his
Yeah,
versus.
no, but well, because usually most of the time they suck. No, like
Yeah,
most of the
true,
time they get
true.
dived by like Winston and die, or like the Genji and die.
90% of Zen mains are really bad,
Yeah.
but if you're committed to the craft and you play corners and
I-
like play in a spot where like if you do get dove, you're near your team, right? It's like I
Yeah,
don't know. Every time I play Zen, I
well,
usually average
okay,
like 1 or 2
I
deaths
will
a game.
say, dude, trying to climb through the low ranks is so hard because like
Ridiculous.
it's a team game. It's a team game. You can't solo carry, and it's so fucking hard, bro.
True.
Because you just have one person on your team that's slacking,
Yeah.
and it's just it all comes apart. You have a
Yeah.
Life Weaver on your team,
Well,
but I swear to
also-
God, I kid you not, every single time I dove in as Doom,
He would yank you back.
I would get yanked back,
No
and
way.
I
Dude,
unmuted on the
scream
mic. I
yeah, dude,
screamed at him.
screamed.
I was like, bro, what
Yeah,
are you
yank me one
doing?
more time.
There-
I would say yank
I
me
said-
one more fucking time. Dude.
I
Watch
said,
this, watch
bro,
this SR go
this
away.
is the reason why you're in fucking gold. That fucking kill yourself. Oh, dude.
I don't know. I mean, I kind of, it's so hard, especially playing tank. Like, if your supports are like really ass,
Dude, the
or if their
tank-
is really good.
Dude, the tank
Well-
meta is so whack, bro. I played Doom or Rhine. Like, I mainly only play Doom and Rhine. And, dude, every time they swap to Orisa, every
Dude,
single
okay,
fucking
Loki,
game.
Orisa is
Ass. She's
right
ass.
now. She's in the worst fucking power creep situation. No, she is the most broken tank by far right now in the weirdest way. She's unkillable. She's gotten all these buffs, and yeah, because everyone thought she's ass, right? Especially Zarya players. they think she's ass. Right now, she can throw a fucking.
She has too much util.
She has too much util. She can't be killed by anyone. When she fortifies, she can't be headshot. And at medium range, so 20 or 30 meters, she can javelin you, and it stuns you on the wall long enough where she can one-shot any squishy.
Yeah.
At mid-range.
Yeah.
What the fuck
Yeah,
is that?
I say, like, okay, I think Orisa is the biggest, like, trump check in the game. It's the, like, you can play Orisa all the way to, like, I think you can get the diamond with Orisa without, like, communicating with, like, thinking about your team at all. Because, like, the problem with, like, teams don't know how to play against Orisa. They think, oh, we need to team up and shoot the Orisa. No, kill the fucking supports. Ignore the fucking Orisa.
Everybody has.
And she can't be headshot when she fortifies. It's so fucking... Dude, Orisa is such a fucking lame-ass character. It's so annoying. She's so brain dead. Dude,
I
you don't
know.
need to
It's
know how to
so-
play a
it's
tank
so
to play
brain
Orisa.
dead.
It's so annoying. You don't need to know how to take space. You just have to hold W and
She's power
fucking
creep
look at the fucking supports. It's so annoying, dude.
But
I hate it.
I low-key think she's going to get nerfed into Oblivion. I think
I
Zarya
hope
might
so.
low-key be getting a nerf too because people are playing a lot of Zarya now, but I don't know. I hope not. Even if they do, dude.
too much, Zarya.
Really?
maybe it's
I've been
different for
seeing it a
ranking.
lot, and like, actually, no. It's weird. The ranking system's in a really fucked place right now.
I hate all the tanks, to be honest. I'm thinking about it. Like, the only tank... I hate Ram.
Ram is brain empty. Stupid character.
Dude,
The only
feels-
tanks I respect is Doomfist, Zarya, because I play Zarya, Ball, and Roadhog. Because those characters, you have to be very like technical.
Ryan?
Ryan too. Yes, I love Ryan too.
I
You have
always...
to be really technical. You have to know what's up. And Monkey. I feel like those characters are super sick. Monkey's
Pretty
smart.
much all the OG tanks.
Yeah, all the OG tanks, like all the
Yeah.
new ones, Drunker Queen, that bullshit, dude. It's like,
Junker's so ass.
I don't know. I mean,
I think she's so ass.
she's really bad. But the Zarya matchup for her, there was a while where she was Giga buff. I don't know. I mean,
When I swapped to PC, I became a Roadhog main. Dude,
that's
my
sick,
hog,
dude. Jelly URL, you're a goat. Ryan and Road, I love that shit.
Dude,
I was originally a Road
my-
and Zarya main Overwatch 1.
my Roadhog is like, was fucking disgusting. Like, obviously on release of Overwatch 2, like, Roadhog was
He was
fucking
really
busted.
good.
He
Yeah.
was so
He had his
busted. It was
one-shot
so
and everything.
sick.
I don't know
Yeah.
why he should have stayed that way because it's kind of like a Fox situation where like there is counterplay and like they
Dude.
added Kiriko cleanse and Kiriko was really new to the game and people just don't understand. There's Zarya bubble, there's Kiriko cleanse. You can
Yeah.
stun him.
Yeah, when I
right? You
played
can
Zarya,
freeze him,
when
you
I
can
played
dash
Zarya
him.
against Hog, bro, it's like, oh my god, dude.
It's free as fuck, but
It's
I don't
so
know. I mean,
sick.
I feel like every character in the game right now. I don't know. Low key, this might be a weird take. I think Overwatch is one of the best FPS games when it was made in 2016, and like it was like Melee,
Yeah, she was.
but like it's like if Melee had updates, like if Nintendo fucked with Melee, like and we couldn't
Dude,
go back.
I think
like, we still
Overwatch-
play Melee, but
I think Overwatch 2 beta and Overwatch 2 on release was good.
yes,
It's so funny. They nail it on release. Both Overwatch 1 and Overwatch 2 on release were so sick.
Well, I
and then
mean,
they started fucking up the
on
bag,
actual
dude.
release, the release day was miserable. And
Oh,
then
yeah,
for a few
release-
weeks, people
release
didn't
day,
get their items. It was like 30,000
Oh.
Q.
Oh,
And then, yeah, did you remember
oh,
that
no,
shit?
I'm talking about balance. I'm
Yeah.
not talking about the disaster of the launch.
Disaster
It was
bomb.
horrible. But
yeah, I mean, Doomfist was in a really good spot. If
In the
you've ever
beta?
seen Get Quaked on, he lists everything they fucked up. Like, you
In
know, do
Zero.
you know how like when you Zebra's super good. Do you know when you go for a punch and you can either cling to like a ramp and go up, or you can go straight.
great, yeah.
Yeah. What happens is if you do a punch and then you cancel it with a slam, and you walk onto a slope, you can
Yeah.
use the slope.
You
and
ride
can
up the
change
slope.
directions while you're going in 180 slam in like a U-turn. You can like it's almost like surfing.
Yeah.
And they got rid of that shit because now it's almost impossible to like consistently lock on to like your ramp shot or your straight shot. Like on Dorado, you know the first like thing to your left when you're attacking, that little stair set. Like when you punch on Doom in the beta, it was super easy to get up to like that high ground. But now when you punch on Doom, you get like fucking landlocked to the bottom.
Dude.
Super weird.
Yeah, I used to be really good at Doom Tech, like back in Overwatch 1. But
His
dude,
Overwatch was
it sucks, dude. I'm so bad at it now. I don't know
Well,
if it's
he only
because
has
I'm
two
washed.
abilities. I don't know why they did that. Doom is not. It shouldn't be a tank. They should have made like a Doomfist brother or like his relative or something that like had a very similar situation, but just wasn't him. Because like
Dude,
I love him
it's
as
like-
DPS.
Yeah, I don't, like yeah, I like Doom as a DPS, but I did think he did serve as like a tank role. I think he'd be better as an op. Dude, I want
I don't know.
I
I
want
think
222 back,
he-
bro. I hate being a solo tank. I hate it. I hate being the
filled
solo
a-
tank on the team. It
he filled a
fucking
pretty
sucks.
cool niche. Yeah, I feel like if I went back to Overwatch 1 6v6 with Overwatch 2, sorry, all that I've learned since I was a shitter, no lie, in Overwatch 1, but I kind of leveled up my shit in Overwatch 2. It would be crazy because if you just have a dummy tank that everyone's looking at, you get off angles like nobody's business. And
just
when
like-
no one's looking at you the entire time, it's free. Oh shit.
It's just what happens in Overwatch 2 is you'll get a situation where you'll have, they'll be playing one tank, which you have to counter because like that's the tank meta. Is like you play rock paper scissors the whole entire game. And it's like, oh, your character counters my character. Oh, I guess I have to switch. And,
Dude.
you do that, and then they'll have a DPS on the team that counters your pick, but your pick is countering your tank. So it's like, oh, if only I had a second tank to help
Yeah.
counter that DPS. Oh, wait, that's not a thing anymore. And it's like, oh,
You know what the base take is? This is my base take. There's no counters in Overwatch.
you-
Except this is the only one. And I don't feel like it's at a super high level because the really high level Junkrats get really good at killing Pharah. But Junkrat Pharah is like the only one I see that's ridiculous.
you don't think that like on a hog is really bad?
There's counterplay for it, dude. People have solo mained to top 500.
Oh, yeah.
Every care.
No, yeah, no.
Yeah, and like I know that you can get better win rates or they have a better tools they have better tools. But it's kind of like the beauty in melee with solo mains, where like you develop counterplay and it makes you better in everything else that you do.
Yeah, obviously there's a lot but like the problem is I feel like you can't like obviously there are people that get the top 500, get the top level with like one tricking a character, but the problem is like the way that they balance the game is that they want counter picking.
They
So
do.
it's like it's so cringe, dude. I hate it. I want to just
They
play
want,
like
like,
2
a
or 3
meta.
characters.
They have like seasons. The developers have talked about wanting seasons of metas. Like there was a double shield meta, and the season has passed. Now it's like whatever meta.
Dude,
I don't know.
double shield was so fucking cringe.
It's really cringe.
I hate it.
Cringe. They said it was good. Nasty dick. Like the oh,
Ooh, me and Tustin are playing.
No, me
No more Overwatch 2. Sorry, chat. No more Overwatch 2 conversations. Unfortunately, if you play Overwatch 2, you understand our pain. If you don't play Overwatch 2, good. Keep it that way.
go high res. It's gonna be not a thing. I'm seeing a little too much detail. Talk a little bit about the game. Fox did it. I feel like this is what I say is that Fox versus Fastball is a very top-down character. You can't tech chase with everything. Fox did it. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. That's about it. Anyways, here we go. Some really fast stuff going on. Some clacking of controllers. I run 1-2 today, and I feel like shit about it. I have to play the game better. Oh, it's the abyss. Yeah, that's right, Fettuccine. Let's go, Brandon. That's what we say. We're talking about Brandon here. We're talking about this Brandon. Let's go, Brandon, the orange frogs. Whoa. Is this Falco? Is it out? Sorry, I'm watching the hands right now. I'm like, am I tripping? Spite. The name is based on penguins of Madagascar. So every MFA has a different name of a movie, and the last one is Escape to Africa, and then I think this is the sequel or whatever, like or maybe it's a Club Penguin, not Club Penguin. What's it called? Penguins of Madagascar. But anyways, that's the name. That's the lore behind the name. It's the name of a movie. I think it's either Madagascar or whatever it's called, or Penguins of Madagascar. Kowalski. Analysis. No, dude, Kowalski is such a cool name, and I've never heard it replayed. I've never heard someone else named Kowalski. It's like Garfield. There's only one Garfield, and then there's President Andrew Garfield. Oh, and then there's... Wait, isn't there an actor with the last name Garfield? Is his name also Andrew Garfield? Maybe that's just the actor? I swear President Garfield, I think his name was like Andrew, right? Nah, that's a weird name for a president. I don't know. But President Garfield was actually one of the only other presidents to be assassinated. You know, everybody knows Lincoln and Kennedy, but Garfield was also assassinated. He was assassinated by a crazy person. He was like delusional and violent and weird. And he used to be in a cult in the Northeast, and then he ended up killing the president because he wouldn't make him the ambassador to like Cuba or something, or Paris or something. Anyways, enough with the history trivia. I'm kind of interested in how C-SPAN's Falco is gonna perform here. We got some basic. You can see the pillar combos coming out. An illusion is stuffed out. Yeah, but that's hard for anybody. I'm gonna. Yeah, I just realized I totally fucked up that. Pretty sure this was the score, but we were all watching, right? We were all watching. We weren't looking up at the Wikipedia article for President Garfield. Hold on. You know what? Just fuck this. Hold on. It's James Garfield. I don't know why, but I feel like James Garfield is similar to the word Andrew. But also, I've never actually seen a movie with Andrew Garfield in it. So he's not an actor I'm familiar with. I know that he's Spider-Man, but I don't know. Wait, what's the name of Spider-Man? It's what do they call him? There's 3 Spider-Man, and I remember I used to think that one of the actors' names was the name of the person, but it's Peter Parker is the name of the actual Spider-Man. But then they were like, oh, my name is, I forget the name of the guy. Was it like Miles Teller or something? Was Miles Teller one of the Spider-Man? I don't remember. Anyways, Spider, I hardly know her. The amazing. See, this is stuff I don't know. I have no idea. Not even the slightest clue about any of the Spider-Man. I've never watched any of these movies before. Wait, can you hear me? Because the ring only moves a little bit. We have a little amplifier or something like this here, and it lights up when you speak, but it only lights up intermittently, so I don't know if I'm cutting out or not. The audio's on one side only. Hold on, wait. Tell me I'm on mono audio right now. Wait, Fettuccine, there's only audio in one ear? Is that what you're saying? Noise suppression, a limiter. I don't know. Just let me know. I'll tell Tussett. Apparently the mic is mono. It's only like one ear. Is there a pan? I was gonna look in the filters if there's like a double pan you can do or something. Yeah, it shows it as being balanced. Oh, okay, hold on. Fettuccine might be tripping because Jelly says I'm getting it on both sides. Aren't we all?
I don't know. There's this button for mono, but I don't know if it means it's gonna be on like mono and then like there's just like one in.
Yeah, mono should mean double pan as opposed to stereo. Yeah, the problem is when you take a mono input and you plug it into only one input of a stereo system. So I think mono's good. But anyways, yeah, you're getting on both sides. I think we're good. Let's talk a little bit about Andrew Garfield, shall we? Oh shit, James Garfield. Damn, I actually don't know anything about James Garfield. I know a lot of presidential history facts, but I don't know. So, my apologies. Yeah, what's the next set? Let's get the next set up here. I'm in the amateur bracket, but no one's playing me, so we're just chilling. Right now, Mooshies, Chabelo, and random C-SPAN. Random C-SPAN is done. I think it was 3-0. As far as I'm aware. And Mooshies, Chabelo is happening. Mooshies! You play Chabelo? No, not yet. I don't know. Chabelo might be gone. You might, I should be Chabelo, you're playing on stream. Were you there the whole time? For how long? Sorry. Yeah, Chabelo, you're gonna play on stream. We might run a little late or something. I'm back. He's actually playing for right now. All right. Chabelo is playing Curve in play finals. Mooshies, if you move your head, the stream might be able to actually see the match. Can you move forward or backwards? We can see Chabelo right there, guys. There he is. Okay. So wait, can someone in chat tell me what the 3 Spider-Men are named? One is Andrew Garfield. Wait, it's Andrew Garfield, Peter Parker, and Miles Teller. Do I have that right? I feel like it's not sound correct at all. Oh, they're playing the Marias right now. You guys can hear that? Probably not. Oh, we're getting some game and watch. Game audio is once. Oh, you know what? It's the game audio on one side. Oh, understand. Okay. Here we go. Let's try. Wait.
Tell me if that's better. Hello? Wait, tell me if that sounds better. Did I fix it? Because there's a thing that says game, and I hit mono on it. So tell me if that works. Are we in both ears now with the game? Please let me know. Jelly or fettuccine or fettuccine. I don't mind hearing from both of you. All right, we did it. Okay, I did it. Now let's read this. Now Mike is super quiet on the right.
You were like, I was like, oh,
Okay, hold on.
and then I like barely won in the game too. It was like, oh, this
Okay, does this sound better, chat? Apparently we were game audio was one-sided or something. So I turned the game audio on mono. Okay. I have mic on left. Are your headphones backwards? Oh, I did it. I just hit mono on both the inputs. Let's go. Okay, let's read this. Peter Parker is Spider-Man's name in the comics. Oh, and the 3 actors are Andrew Garfield, Tobey Maguire, and that British guy. That's not his name. That's not his name. There's no way that's his name. Tom Holland? Wait, so his name is Holland, but he's British? Do I have that right? He's not from the Netherlands? Okay. Did Burritofer play already with Nasty Nate? Oh, okay. Alright, guys. So we have Chabelo versus Mooshies. I'm gonna do a little commentary, and then we'll go back to talking about Andrew Garfield, or fucking, I keep trying to say James Garfield and say. So, yeah, the thing about this matchup is that Knee will just destroy Game & Watch, and it's because Game & Watch has a good like distance vertically on recovery, but if he gets sent too far off, like if he gets sent too far off stage, I'm trying to think of a character that also has this property, but like the up B only goes up. It doesn't really go forward at all. So you have to, so like something that has like a brutal angle horizontally, like Knee for a light character like Game & Watch, or Sheik forward air, you're gonna die before off the blast zone, because you just don't have the juice to get it back. That being said, I actually like this matchup as Game & Watch. I used to main Game & Watch, and I've been trying to develop a Game & Watch again on the digital controller since I switched. I haven't really played Game & Watch at all, but I miss the guy. So the thing about, okay, let me add the score, sorry. The thing about Game & Watch Falcon is that Falcon just sort of gets edge guarded to shit. Observe. Oh, unless you let him get ledge. But you can see that, you can just keep doing that in air, really. It covers everything. It covers drift back, it covers drift forward, as long as you kind of hit them at the apex of the jump. I miss him, dude. I miss Mr. Game & Watch. He was my original main. I'm an awesome sauce kid, for those who don't know. Sometimes I used to never say that. I was like ashamed of it, but now I sort of own up to it. That I got into Melee because in 2019 I saw a video about Mr. Game & Watch on YouTube. And I was like, dude, that guy sounds cool. And then I learned about L canceling, and it seemed hard. So I was like, oh, Game Watch doesn't have to L cancel? Okay, that's great. I'll pick him up. And then you actually do have to L cancel. Oh, what? That was weird because he grabbed it. Yeah, but yeah, you do need to L cancel Game & Watch. And then I switched to Peach, and it's funny because she actually doesn't have to L cancel, and I did not do that on purpose. So I got what I wanted all along. I remember when I first started playing in 2019 on Anther's Ladder, people were saying shit. I was like, who should I main? Because I didn't have a main. And everybody gave me a different answer. People said Zelda. They said Samus, Falco. People told me all sorts of things. And I picked Game & Watch. And then I don't remember how I switched to Peach. I literally don't remember. I just did. It's sort of like, it's like if you ask a caterpillar if it remembers turning into a butterfly. It's like, no, I woke up and it was, maybe they do know. Maybe they are aware. They're like their body melts and they're like, ah! And then they're a butterfly, and that's what happens. Anyways, fact is, I just awoke one morning and I was a Peach main. You're nasty, Nate? Yeah, we gotta play.
We can be it for both.
Yeah, okay. Let's get this game over with. Hold on. Yep, that's the soft down tilt. And oh, you're gonna reverse on the nair. That's not good. Oh, that was an up tilt. You can up tilt, catch the double jump down. It beat stomp and a little up air knee. That's what I'm saying. The knee deletes Game and Watch. You have to be aware of that. But Game Watch has a great punish on Falcon. Great. The nair. It's just the nair. Just nair that Falcon. He's got no recourse out there. All right, I'm gonna go play my my Ammy set. I usually don't qualify for Ammy, but I did disappointingly today. Anyways, catch y'all later.
I'm TOing. Sorry. Mooshies.
versus fettuccine. Let's go. Two quick stocks. Jelly's estimate, and it's Jelly's our judge. Jelly knows all.
I mean, classic, like, classic Fox versus low, or like top tier versus mid/low tier is like figuring out the puzzle. What is the gimmick to the puzzle? What's the what's the solution? Once you figure it out, you can kind of win pretty easily. Yeah, you're Judge, Judy, and Executioner. Yeah. Judge Judy, the Executioner. That's man. I haven't watched Judge Judy in a while, mainly because I haven't been to a dentist's office in a while. Yeah, but seems like Brandon's starting to figure out what the hell he needs to do against a Game & Watch. So we'll see what happens in this game 3. This is where all the marbles lay out on the floor, and we figure out who has the most marbles. Oh wait, I forgot we have FD. Brandon is kind of he does have that GOAT vibes, I will say. I remember back in Blast Zone, he used to be like before Curve started showing up the Blast Zone. It was mainly like Brandon in Grand Finals. I think no, I was gonna say he won the first Blast Zone, but that was Venalox. Man, I miss Blast Zone. Blast Zone was so sick. I feel like I never see any of those homies because I think they're all LA area. They all probably go to Verdugo, like they're like Chads, you know. All the Chads go to Verdugo. Oh yeah, dude. Didn't Brandon go Sheik that Grand Finals against Alberto? I just don't want to do that drive. That drive is way too much for me. Yeah, I do remember that set. Dude, Alberto's crazy. I remember playing him in like, it was either like round 1 pools or it was like round robin. But I remember playing Alberto and just being instilled with the feeling of fear. Just the man hits like a freight truck and it's scary. Yeah, this is typical like Fox moment here where you're just playing around the spacing, just staying out of range and just shooting lasers to build percent and then going in to get your like shine up smash or your drill shine up smash or your up throw up air. But you know, Mooshi's doing a decent job of trying to hang in, being patient, and just confirming these edge guards. And that's up throw up air. Yeah, you do be kind of like that though. Ooh, going to Fountain of Drains for this one. Yeah, I mean, I have the theory that like this is not a good stage for Fox, mainly because of the high ceiling that people forget about, but also it's a very small stage, so it can work in Fox's favor. Just being able to close that distance can be scary, but it looks like Mooshies is doing a pretty good job of taking control of the game so far. Ooh, that high ceiling's biting him in the ass right there, though. Alright. Get the first stock. But stock is an elite, especially in a matchup like this. Yeah. Ooh. Great call out. Yep. Yeah. What Mooshies is trying to do right now is just like trying to stay way out of Fox's range and just try to put out some zoning hitboxes to catch Fox trying to be impatient and being aggressive. But Brandon chose a pretty good opportunity to go in, and he got that opening. Ooh, unfortunate miss. Miss air dodge. Oh, what a great dare. Oh, if that if that down tilt connected, it would have been so sick. That was such a great dare. But let's see if Brandon can close out this. Ooh, yeah. Oh, that fair barely missed, but the F tilt. Ooh, what a great, again, these dares. Put in a lot of work right now.
Chat, what do you do when you play like shit? What do you do when you play like shit? Here's the thing. I'm saying that, but I promise it's not a John, because it's my fault. You understand? That's like saying I only lost because I died. It's like, yeah, that's how you lose. You know? I'm playing bad. How do I not play bad? I need to activate my true, you know... like... whatever. I don't know, man. Need to bring it out. I need to just game. I have this theory about focus that you can only focus if the thing that you're trying to focus on is like engaging, but not. I know that sounds obvious, but what I mean is like, let's say like melee is obviously engaging, but let's say you like I don't know, took acid and like watched like a 4D IMAX movie and then tried to play melee, you would find it a lot harder to like really dedicate 100% of your focus to it, because you just experience something way more stimulating. And besides like a single event, like if you like habitually smoke or drink, it's gonna be harder for you to like focus on melee because your brain is like, you know, it's restless. Like you're gonna like run in and approach. You know, you're gonna, because you can't be patient. You lost all your patience by, you know, frying your neurons. You know, I'm not saying that like drugs are bad. I love drugs, but don't tell anyone I said that. Especially my parents. I guess you can tell anyone but my parents, but or my sister. But like, it's just like, you know, it's like a tolerance break, right? Like you take a tea break so that when you know, so that you don't like build up a resistance. And but I think that if you do these things habitually, forget like building up a tolerance to the actual weed or whatever you're taking. You're gonna build up a tolerance to like life. You're gonna build up a tolerance to, you know what I mean? Like, if you experience something stimulating and fun a lot, it loses its joy because your brain got used to it. You know, so that's, I think that applies to melee. I think if you can keep melee as like the most engaging thing in your day, at least, hopefully your week, like really make it like the highlight of for your brain, it's the highlight. It's like, oh my god, melee is right in front of me, this is like so much. You're gonna really dial yourself into it. But if you're like fried on like a bunch of school, like I was in a 4-hour class today. I don't know. I mean, that's the thing also, like, that's the only thing I can think of is, like, school might be draining me. But other than that, you know, I haven't been doing any substances. I've been getting good sleep. I've been eating. That being said, I did the first thing I ate was at, like, 3 p.m. today, so maybe my eating schedule's all fucked up. Brandon takes it again. And lose your semis. Is that 3-1? Oh, 3-2. Wow, it was game 5, and I was talking about neurons. I thought it was game 4 because someone didn't update the score, aka me, aka not me because I was doing something else. I was playing a set.
Hey, Brando, thank you for help doing this. I
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Okay.
Nice. Good set?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I'm gonna update
It creeps me out looking at Brandon's arms because I can't. If I imagine myself having that much muscle, I'd be like a completely different person. I can't even imagine what it's like. It's insane. And if anyone in chat is Jax, please tell me what that's like. Just having huge arms.
get a full
That'd be-
cam.
That'd be crazy. I wouldn't even. Yeah, are you hearing what I'm saying? I can't imagine having like huge arms. Like I don't know, like I feel like I know it's just one thing, like one physical body aspect, but I feel like my whole life would be different somehow. I know that sounds really weird and dumb, but like it's weird. It's like I can't even imagine that.
I'm gonna take a quick breather.
I guess like I have like long curly hair.
yeah,
Like if
yeah.
I was bald, I'd be the same person, I guess, but like my life would be different because I would be like I wouldn't feel like me. I don't know. Anyways. Peach Fox is hard. You what's harder? Fox Ditto. Ditto is scary. Yeah, it is, man. Are you kidding me? Whenever I go there, I'm like, I'm gonna die. No.
You gotta bring Brandon. Then you're like,
Yeah.
oh, protect me.
Yeah, no. I mean, I think I went 3-2 Monday through to go.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I lost very close game to a Yoshi, and I don't know. I mean, that's the thing is I wish I could say like, oh, I just need to get better at blank matchup, and then I'd start getting better results. But I lose to all characters. The real problem is that I keep losing to people who are better than me. I need to beat people who are better than me by being better than them. Melee is so hard, and it's for, like the reward of being good at melee is very little, and it almost makes you want to quit melee to pursue a game that has even less reward. Like I feel like I need to commit in the opposite direction. Like I could just get good at Fortnite and be like one of those kids that makes $1 million, but I kind of want to go the opposite direction and pick something that has like an even smaller capacity for like professional players, like Scrabble.
Yeah. What's the price pool like that for that?
For Scrabble, the thing about Scrabble is there's only like It's like imagine Melee if it was only locals and Genesis.
There's only one big tournament.
There's the World Scrabble Championship, and then there's like the North American Championship. And then there's a couple ones in Asia like the King's Cup. And then there's something called the Word Cup, which is a newer thing. And those all have like, but also like imagine if like Zane won $10,000 for winning Genesis and no one else really got any money.
Oh, so it's winner takes all basically.
I don't know. Like basically the way that the prize pool works is they just do a $10,000 like big check sort of like that's how Scrabble winnings is.
They're just big checks.
You win, you hold a big check. That's it. So like I actually don't know that much about like how much second gets or whatnot, but all I ever see is the guy who holds a $10,000 check.
I should start getting big checks for MFA.
But even if you but it's just like $30.
Yeah. Where's
It costs more to get the check than the prize.
big checks?
Order big checks here.
Oh,
Big
that's
check store.
not sketchy at all.
I mean, no, I don't think that's sketchy. I mean, it's a pretty honest business, which is just printing out a foam board with custom
But I
boards.
want it to be real. I want it to really work.
None of them work. No, none of them ever work.
I'm gonna go to my bank. And see
They're
if I
they're
can-
just for presentation.
Oh, that's dumb. I want a big check that I have to give to people, and they have to like fit it in their car, and then go to the bank and deposit it. That's funny.
No.
I want to do that.
You can't cash a big foam check. Because what makes a check cashable is that it's got like correct information on it.
I mean, yeah, I can write my
There's,
information.
I know what I'm saying is there's no
my
there's,
routing number.
yeah, they don't put routing numbers and bank account numbers on those foam checks. They just put like to the name of and then the person or whatnot.
I'll fill it out.
Yeah, but then you're pointing and everyone's taking photos of it. What's stopping? Because if they can manufacture, because that's the thing, you have to use checks that
Yeah, checks are like authentic.
Otherwise, someone could just write a check in your name.
Yeah,
It has to be your check. So no, it doesn't work.
I'm gonna ask my bank.
I mean, obviously, I'm sure that it's possible to cash a big check, but you'd have to like cooperate with the bank individually and like get like the regional managers like personal approval. And I don't think you're gonna do that for Melee Friends Activate like Escape to Africa 2 or whatever.
That'd be sick.
What's the Europe's
Most wanted.
But is that
It's the third
Madagascar
one.
or Penguins of Madagascar?
It's the third one. It's
That's Madagascar.
Madagascar
Madagascar. Madagascar 3. Despite if you're still here, you have your answer.
Madagascar 3. I think after that they went to Penguins. Box office.
Oh
Earned
my god.
$200 million.
Dude, imagine that on a check.
That's tight.
Or handed directly to Ben Stiller.
Wrong number. 16-man tournaments are sick.
What?
This is tight. I feel like when there's like 25 people, I'm always like, are we gonna
And
finish it?
the biggest tournament I've ever seen was 20. But I hope Uptown Melee gets it.
Yeah, that looks sick.
Yeah, it's in a nerd bar. And then I'm gonna start one in Long Beach soon.
I lost you.
Oh my.
My only big issue with the Long Beach tournament that I'm trying to start is that
Play Nasty Nate.
there's OZ
You're playing
on
Nasty
Saturdays
Nate again.
and
The doc.
Psycho Smash. And
Yeah.
I would really me verbose is starting a Long Beach local. I have the
Yeah, the run back.
I
You
have
guys earned
the,
it.
what do you call it?
I played Nest, and
I have the permission. I'm trying to cooperate with this really cool venue that Pseudo recommended to me. Problem is that like there's two Orange County locals
and
that
now I
are
dropped it.
monthlies that are on Saturday,
What character does Breetover play?
and if I put my
on
local
FE,
on, if I put
I
my
should've won
local,
that
my
game,
Long
I
Beach
should've.
local on Saturdays, I would want it to be the Saturdays that
Punch
Lawless
game on-
is not.
Floaty's
but-
pretty good.
Yeah.
Those are the days
Yeah,
that
consistent
OZ
float combos,
and Psycho
like,
Smash
damn, I don't
are.
even know if I can do that.
So
Like,
I would
it's hard
either have
like,
to
do a
run
combo.
over Long Beach,
You gotta.
or I'd have to run
Like,
over Psycho
double
Smash
jump.
and OZ.
Yeah,
Unless
Yeah, not
OZ
not.
and
I
Psycho
feel like I would dare. You have to do like later,
want to
right? You
Lawless
don't want
days.
to do
Yeah,
dare
there
early.
which
were
I think would be okay for them. But obviously it's not for me to say it's their tournaments. But like they're in Orange County.
Like I don't. Like,
You know,
get
I'm
mad at
running
people
I'm
who,
running
like,
my tournament area on the
Yeah.
same day as Melee.
Yeah.
Sometimes. I think it's a bi-weekly.
like that near the end of
And
it.
my tournament's every Sunday, but
Like,
like it was
oh, I
nice to
can't
overlap with Melee in my mind, which of course the
If
whole
I
custom
purchase
thing
that,
is
it's gonna
good
be
arms. But we're cool with
Yeah.
it because that's all the way up
If I
in
don't
LA,
wanna die,
and
I'm
mine is
gonna
in Santa
not
Ana,
approach.
so and also it's at different times.
There's a lot of,
So it's like
people hopping away.
we're not really competing with each other.
Trying
Uh,
to, like, maneuver through,
Psycho. Oh, sorry, it's SAIKO. It's I think it's
That was
it's like
similar to ours.
I
I won game 1.
Can we? Sorry, can we? People in chat are asking about Psycho Smash, like the one that Kevin runs. Can we put that in the chat for them? It's SAIKO. It's a new monthly that just got announced recently. It's by Creed Shine, Kevin Reed, who did
Hey, I know.
yeah. So they used to do a bi-weekly called Contenders, and it just wasn't picking up for a few weird reasons. So now they've switched their Melee to it's start.gg/Psycho Smash. We're gonna be putting a link in chat really soon. And then the chat's over here. Okay, Control V, enter, and there you go. It's in Irvine, yes. And it's got like a $250 prize pot bonus. So that's gonna
I won game 1 and
that's
then
gonna
game
attract
2
some
was
people.
close. Game 3 was close, alright, but I feel like I don't know if I'm a.
That's okay, you know. Like I
I'm a
think
little bit
Long
pressure,
Beach
but
people
I-
would rather
I didn't clutch it out. He clutched it out on me.
chill on the local than I don't know. Like you know, if I had to choose between like you know going 1-2 losing the curve and D's versus like going 2-2 in Mario Dittos, you know what I'm picking. I mean, I would never do Mario Dittos, but I would do like, you know, a character I do play like Game & Watch maybe. I was thinking about playing Game & Watch in Ammy Bracket, but I'm too prideful, aka too insecure about my Game & Watch. Anyways, yeah, so that's Psycho Smash. That's on a Saturday. OZ's on a Saturday. My tournament, the third tournament I want to start up is also on every other Saturday, but it's either gotta go on Lawless days or on those days, and so like I would either need to be like, because Lawless is in LA, but I looked and I saw Reed, who's in Long Beach, goes to Lawless, so I don't want to make him have to choose. And I don't know, like Long Beach is closer to LA than Irvine or Villa Park, so I would, in my ideal reality, which is of course selfish, I would like Otto and Creed Shine to do it on the Lawless Saturdays, but like, so I wouldn't have to, you know, go over Orange County tournaments. But, you know, it's their choice, and also, you know, like, I don't know. I mean, I did move my tournament for Auto, for, like, CSUF, but, you know, like, I already knew that I would probably have to move it. I mean, I don't know. So it's not like something I'm, like, being really gracious doing. I don't know. They have CRT setups. They used to run them on monitors, but, They got CRT setups. They're all really big TVs that I actually don't like. I don't like the TVs there. That's a personal preference. I don't think I've ever heard anyone else complain about their TVs, but they're like all like they're all like the same one TV like in model.
They're from high school. They're from high school in the 1990s.
Yeah,
like,
well, yeah, they're the ones that go on the carts, but
Yeah.
because they go on the carts, they weigh like 60 pounds and
Yeah.
they're like 29 inches.
Yeah.
Like 27 inches. They're huge.
Very
And
big.
and there's not a lot of room to like to sit like far away from them. So I'm like right next to them, and it definitely makes me play worse. Like I played like it was like, you know, it was definitely affecting my play because I'm one of those, like, you know, some people, they like to be right up to the screen and they like to move their eyes like way across. I like to sit far away and have the whole game in my view. I prefer a smaller monitor. Anyways, yeah. So I want to host a Long Beach local. People really liked Blast Zone, and Blast Zone sucked. Like I talked to Money Max. And he said like the venue was bad. They were always late to like open their venue, and they also demanded 60% of like the venue fee.
Oh, okay.
It's like, you know, like that means that like they're literally losing.
So
money.
running the tournament at a loss.
They're running tournament at a loss. You know, like at Birria, like at my Birria local, I make like, I calculated, I make like $13 an hour, but that's
Yeah.
only for like 4 hours or whatever. I get like $40 a week.
We're
from the
making a
tournament
bit of
or
a
whatnot.
wage.
Yeah, we're making a very very little, but that's okay. But but I'd like to make money off of my tournaments so that I can, you know, basically, you know, get some costs going. Like, you know, I can get maybe another setup, or I can,
Yeah, you want to invest.
you know,
back into
yeah,
tournament.
I want to. I'm trying to use the money. What Blast It was at a card shop. Oh, okay. But anyways, like, what was I
It's funny
saying?
that you said. It's funny that you said like everyone loved Blast Zone, but the venue sucked.
Well, yeah, I was. Yeah, I was told by.
Everyone
I
loved-
never went, but I was told the venue's terrible. So they Long Beach needs a local that's good. And this is the guy here, Suda, who gave me the rec for the local that I'm trying to run. It's a sick venue. They have a kitchen, a really nice kitchen with a good menu. Yeah, it's
Hell
a
yeah.
brewery. Yeah, they have pinball tournaments, and a Mortal Kombat 2 arcade machine. I saw I saw the whole setup. I know how I'm gonna set it up,
Check.
but this is crazy. Brandon is. See, I always thought like, I gotta be honest. I was not that salient. I was not that like. I am not that aware of Brandon as a player. Like, if you ask me, like, how good is Brandon, I'd say I have no idea. Like, I don't think I've ever played him before, and I've never really watched him play. And he's like 3-0ing Cohenski, so I don't know who this guy is, like, from a personal, like, experience, but
He's
Oh my God.
They're both old. They're old, not old as in humans, but
yes,
old as in like
school, OGs.
Yeah, yeah.
OGs.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I didn't know about Cohenski until a couple weeks ago. Like, you know, I'm a new guy, so I don't know any of these people. The only oldies I know are from, like, I've never even watched the doc. Like I don't know.
It's a good 9 hours.
I
dude.
don't know a single thing about Azin. Anyways, we have Brandon in the grand finals. I know. I'm just saying, like, I'm not like, you know, like, I've never watched either of the docs.
He's the God Gamer.
Is that something that they say on the doc? Sounds like
Yeah.
something they say.
It's like, oh, Azin was just good at every video game.
That's cool. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of melee players who have like a cool like side hustle of a game. Like even like very amateur players. No offense, obviously. I'm literally in amateur bracket right now. But like you know Blaze.
Yeah, Blaze. I love
He plays Tetris and he's got like a whole community. He's got like I think he's like sponsored. I think he's pretty fucking good at Tetris. It's like crazy. And I know there's a couple other Tetris players. Like I saw the YouTube video about Tetris and Melee, and then, yeah, there's some There's a Rabbit, the Louisiana player, is like really good at Tetris. I almost said a professional. I play Scrabble competitively. I'm not a professional Scrabble player, but I play Scrabble competitively, and I think I'm pretty damn good at it. So like, yeah, Melee is definitely for the people who just love to fucking try, like just really like get in. This is the thing that always upset me is when I would like tell, you know, like. Let's say, like, I'm upset about going 1-2 today, and someone will say, it's just a game. And I'll go, like, yes, I understand it's a game, but, like, are you going to say that to someone who lost the Super Bowl? It's like, you can have investment in games, right? Like, you're going to say that to
People
somebody
get
who's
sad
upset when their
they
home
don't-
team loses?
Yeah, they're sad. They're not even sad. They don't even play. They're just
Some
sad that their
people
team
just
lost.
can't understand that,
that's sick.
winning is fun for some people. Like, sure, playing is fun, but for me, winning is very fun. I feel good when I win. That is a desirable thing to pursue for me. Like, forget being the best in the world. Wherever my winning is,
Shelly, you're my goat.
I don't feel good about winning if I, like, spurf or something. But you know what I mean? Like, I want to win, man. I want to... Yeah. Oh, Well, I feel good about dominating my competition if I earned it. If they are good players and I just worked harder than them. You know what I mean? Like, you know, that's like saying, like, MJ shouldn't feel good about his championship record because he won all of them. It's like, well, you know, he was the GOAT, so. By the way, little side note, if you think Michael Jordan's the GOAT, but you don't think Armada's the GOAT, you really have to start questioning yourself, because they're literally the same. Michael Jordan is the Armada of basketball. He literally is. Because he only played for
And they both retired.
He only played for a relatively short amount of time, and they were completely dominant in their time playing. Like, you know, Armada has a positive record against every player. I mean, you know, and then like those two fringe cases. Wrong.
That's a take.
Listen, I'm willing to respect the opinion that Amango is the GOAT, but my response to that is always that, like, in other sports that have an Armada always agree they're the GOAT, right? Like Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods is the Armada of golf, and he's indisputably the GOAT. Magnus Carlsen is the Armada of chess, and he's the GOAT. You understand what I'm saying?
But
Armada is the
there's
GOAT
a-
in
there's a
any
lot-
other sport.
Actually, there's a lot of people that don't like. I feel like a lot of old chess people are still like, oh,
What, they think Kasparov?
Kasparov? Yeah.
I mean, like, that's like saying Ken is the GOAT. You know what I mean? It's too long ago. It's too long ago. Were you gonna say Ponziani's the GOAT? Because that's like 1600s or whatever. No, it's not that long. It's like 1800s Ponziani. I was just trying to think of.
Yeah. No, what's the who's?
Yeah, Karen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you able to say where you're planning the LP logo? I mean, I guess I could. I don't know. For some reason I have some weird fear that like someone's gonna sabotage it somehow. I mean, I have to send him an email today with some more, like, cause I talked to him yesterday, and he said send me an email. I told him everything. We had a whole conversation, and he's like, send me an email. And I was like, what do you want in the email? I was like, everything we just talked about, 'cause I'm gonna forget this conversation. I was like, are you day drinking, dude? He's the manager. I mean, I'm not accusing him of that. I'm just joking. He's like, dude, I think he might have been hitting a pen on his 30 or something. You know what I mean? But respect. I mean, we want that logo to happen. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I'll say it. I mean, you can put it together. Things in text are always good to have. I know. Yeah. I mean, I should have messaged him yesterday, but I was too busy with. I went to Long Beach, and then I went to Whittier, and I locked in the other local. And yeah, Jelly, Fettuccine, if you're there too. Sorry, really quick. Can you guys please spread the word that there is a local in Whittier this Wednesday? Start.gg/Uptown Melee. The issue I have is that I've run 6 Birria tournaments, and there are still a lot of people in SoCal who don't know it exists. It takes a while. And yeah.
It's definitely time flies until you're there.
I asked Jerry if I could shout out my tournament at the Arcadian because there was 200 people there, and he said no. And I was like, dude, you understand how hard it is to like get traction for your local? Like, it's like we're not very centralized, which I think is a good thing actually. Hot take, I guess. Maybe, but he said something like nah man, it's like my birthday or something. I don't know. Okay. Of course, it's his tournament. That being said, I've been thinking about what if I just run my own regional? Who's gonna stop me? I don't need Top Shelf's permission to run a regional. I can just plan one. Who's gonna stop me? If I can get a big enough venue and I have enough setups, literally who's gonna stop me? Yeah, I mean, I think the SD locals are more of Georgie's thing, but yeah. Yeah, Whoa! It's not even good. Just grab. What are you doing? But it doesn't matter. He's not in it for the punish. He's in it for the. Insert end of sentence. I really got nothing there. I was gonna say like for the love of the game, but I wanted to think of something more original than that, and I just couldn't. I don't understand mashing because I will mash as hard as I can sometimes, and I won't go anywhere, and then sometimes I will do a light mash and I'll like break out like immediately. I don't really understand. I don't even know what buttons contribute to a match. Still. Wait, is my Ammy ready?
They're playing right now.
They're still playing? He's trying to game, dude. He's trying to gamer right now. Come on, Brandon. But is that everything? It's just a D-pad? No, I'm just kidding. No, I know. I would have known that. Yes, I know about that. It's like a very, very small comeback mechanic, sort of. Ooh, I respect the vision there of shine stalling for a possible Randall. I think what he did is he probably shine stalled, looked at the timer, said Randall's not coming, and then. Uh-oh. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't been able to find anything that. See, that's you gotta tech chase if you're a fox. You can't not, and that is. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it, guys. I'm gonna say it. Dog shit player wins. Melee friends activate. That's their name. GG's. Escape. Europe's most wanted. GG's. Have I seen the movie? No, I don't think I have. I think I've seen the first one. Is he in the Columbus Zoo? What? Or the Bronx Zoo? Is it in New York?
Oh, for like.
The first one.
Yeah, for like.
Is Ben Stiller the lion?
Yes.
Ben Stiller, the Lion. We got something.
Did you ever see
Oh.
Europe's Most Wanted?
No,
Curve.
not in my life.
That's dude. Why'd you pick it?
Spite says,
That unlocked, like,
get
each-
Dell on the way home. There you go. You're getting your grub. I will relay the information.
Oh, I owe you money. Let me get you money. Yeah. Del money.
Del Taco, Spite hungry.
Yeah, fuck Taco Bell. All my homies.
What? Wait, why? Is there like something I don't know about?
Del
It's just
Taco
bad?
versus Taco Bell.
I feel
I
like
just don't like Taco Bell.
What about the Crunchwrap Supreme?
people fried.
Also, you know that the Crunchwrap Supreme was made in Irvine.
But I think you can't.
You ever go on the 5 South and you see that building that says Taco Bell?
You get gross after
Yeah,
having it last
you're
night.
You ever see that building that says Taco Bell on the 5 South? That is their research building, and that's where they design new food items. And they made the Crunchwrap Supreme there. Did you know that?
No, wait. I'm doing math. Sorry.
Well, you're vegan. You wouldn't. I was saying the Crunchwrap Supreme was designed and created in Irvine.
48.
Yeah, 48. You're right. Yeah, it's got the ops. Yeah.
I don't know. I've gotten a Crunchwrap Supreme one time. Because I saw a YouTube video about the Crunchwrap Supreme and it was made in Irvine. And I was like, oh, that's what that building's for. And I was like, what is the Crunchwrap Supreme? And I got it. And then I was like, oh, I mean, it's cool how you can eat it with one hand. And I never got it again. Anyways,
You loaded.
Taco Bell.
Winning tournaments. Hell yeah.
Easy Gordita Crunch is the way.
No, I had to go to the.
See, I don't eat like fast food. I mean, that's a lie. Wait. I mean, I guess it's true. I don't. I eat a lot of the Costco food court. I have a Costco membership solely so I can eat at the Costco food court because it's such a good deal. And I'm very frugal. I'm trying to like do what I can. Oh, hey, it's
Yeah, I got a turn.
it's Amore. I know you're Amore because what do you call?
Update.
Guys, do you see it's 420 on both of the?
Hell yeah. Same.
Oh wait, that's 240. I'm sorry. I like dyslexia it. I don't have it. Sorry, I'm just saying I switched it. You're Amore. Yeah, because I was like, so Brighton, the ice climbers, the Irvine ice climbers, or Costa Mesa ice climbers, the Orange County ice climbers, messaged me and it was like, who is Amore? I was like, I don't know. And then I checked the bracket. It's like, so that's the guy I just played. Yeah, our games were close. And then they said, is that Jams? And I said, I don't think so. So then I clicked on your profile to see like, are you Jams? And I don't even really know who Jams is, but I was like just checking to be like, anyways. And I saw your Twitch was Boda. I think that, yeah, it's pretty sure. I mean, I was just guessing that. It seemed like the one I read earlier. So I was like, yeah, I don't, and I messaged it back. I don't think that's Jams. I don't know what Jams looks like or anything, but I know he's a Samus. I actually thought he was a Peach because what do you call? There in the Peach Discord we use the thing called Jams CC calculator, and I just assumed since it was in the Peach Discord it was from another Peach, but I guess it came from Jams Samus. Anyways, Boda, I don't know how to play that matchup. I just know, I mean, I tried to stay in full hop area because you want to stay out of missile range, and I mean, our games were close, but you know, I actually checked on PG stats. The last Samus I played before you was 11 months ago, so I really have not. It's been a long time since I played a Samus. Anyways, I'm seeing some discourse about taco stuff. I have like 10 in my bag. Oh, Del Sorcho. Is it supposed to be Scorcho? I thought it was Scorcho. I read it as Scorcho because I was assuming it was a hot sauce and then like Scorch, like hot. Dude, I have been waiting on this amateur bracket set for a long time, and once we do that, I'm going to play my losers final set on fucking stream. Unless Tuscan wants to break down the stream. But we're just talking. We're just talking. Here, what if I bring the over? Give me a second.
I felt like I was gonna die. Okay, fuck this. I gotta
Here we go.
do something about this weight.
Now it's me. This is who's been talking to you the whole time. What's up? Yeah, do like the nun stare, like. He has like the camera up there. He's like, Zane. Dude, have you seen? Dude, GG Melee is like criminally underrated. You guys should watch their content. All right, are we gonna stop stream or are we gonna run it on stream? Are the owners like cool about it running a little late because there's not a lot of people?
They're usually chill.
All right, here we go, guys. Let's do it.
Good shit. So you're gonna hop on stream and you're gonna play against for both. I owe you money.
We're both just amateurs, really. I went 1-2. I lost to Wingstop and more.
Yeah, good shit on yeah, that's right. Yeah, at first there was like not a lot of entrants, but then all the people that entered were all pretty good. Okay. And I was like, okay, like this is fun. But here's 4. You just sell my shit. Sell my shit. Let's go. We got the Ammy.
Rumbler. We got a Rumbler.
Rumbler.
Rumbler. Oh. Like I said, you wanna rocket or something? I mean, I'll just go Battlefield. Strike.
Hell. Well, we have this next week, every week, but on Sunday there's in LA the tournament. It's Davies Smash Bash. It is. Let me click the button. Okay, yeah. So it's gonna be. There's gonna be like a lot of people that registered.
Yeah, what's the entry? Dude, it's gonna be so sick. It's gonna be so fun.
We're at 82.
Ooh, we're about to hit the
Yeah,
cap.
it's capped at 90. I'm pretty sure. I can't read. But 82 people. I think I know.
Oh, Iggy's going?
What? Water King. I got a DQ Water King. He messaged me. I'm pretty sure. Or no, maybe Water King's good, but it was someone else.
Just randomly DQ someone.
Yeah, I can't do. Huh? Huh? Oh, I got someone. There's like 82 people, but someone messaged me asking that they said they can't make it anymore. So I gotta DQ them. Jelly, let's go.
Oh, the cap is 96. Are you a TO?
I don't know numbers. Fettuccine, thanks for letting me know the numbers.
Yeah, is it gonna be stream on very local or OC?
Yeah. So there's gonna be 2 streams. We have a side stream with 2. We got some.
Schmoop, SCH.
Yeah, we're gonna do something.
Oh, you're doing a quad stream?
Yeah, just two. But yeah, so it's gonna be one main stream and then one side stream. This is gonna be my computer running like 2 sets.
That'll be sick.
Yeah, so one's gonna be the very local and one's gonna be OCBS.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Because they came to the best of 3, so we can get out. Thank you.
Oh, I'm Dude, no. Jelly, you're fine because I've listened to some Verdugo commentary. Let me tell you, we'll be fine. I've listened to some Verdugo commentary. I'm not gonna say any names, but we'll be fine. Yeah, I want to do commentary. I think it'll be fun. I'll hop on the mic. I think I do a pretty good job at commentary when I'm like paying attention to the game and whatnot. Not when I'm talking about Overwatch 2 or, but it's MFA. Having a good time. Yeah, I mean, but I will say on this matchup, yeah, Verb's really good at the spacey matchups for sure, especially Falco. I think Verb has really solid punish game. I think Verb can sometimes struggle with lasers a lot, and I think Burrito Tafur is really good at has a really solid punish against floaties, is what I noticed from our matches. So, oh, wrong scene. Let's go. It happens.
Then the next one is
Yeah. Here next week when this Sunday.
Davies. Yeah, mutation. It's super fun. It's like a music venue kind of thing. Like there's like lights and it's a cool venue. It's really cool. There'll be barbecue, drinks, I'm sure. Yeah, it's basically, I feel like it's just gonna be a party, but there's also a Melee tournament there. That's how it feels at like Melee on my mind. Yeah, everyone's gonna be fucked up for sure, probably. I mean, that's how I feel like at Melee on my mind. Like the last one, it felt like it was like at a party, but there was a Melee tournament going on. It was sick. I love the vibes. For real. Damn, you see that up throw up smash? Yeah, the playlist is fire, I will say. I like their music selection. Oh, I also like the music selection here. They played a bit of Chicano Batman. I'm like, okay. See you. Yeah, this matchup's weird. You gotta. I think you just gotta spam dare. As Falco, you kind of want to spam dare a bit until you get like pop up, and then you can like do up tilt into like up air, shine, back air or something. But yeah, it's hard. It's really scary because if you wave dash and shine and Peach down smashes, you're gonna take 50%, just because. Wow. Yeah, I mean, but like Verb is really good in this matchup in particular, so. Oh, look at that grab.
Is that cheese? That up throw down smash? Like if you get hit by it, like.
Every character has cheese.
I just feel like you should like the down smash shouldn't hit.
Can Ammy commentate their own matches?
Yeah, right.
Spite, we gotta play again. I remember the last time we played Ammy at Blast Zone and went to Game 5 last stock. It was a really good set. Ooh, nice. Wait, what was that losers finals?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're in grands. Okay, Ammy grand finals. We got Maruchan on winner's side. We got Verb in loser's side. This could be this. I've never seen these two play, so I don't know how this will turn out. Maruchan's a really solid player. Really? I mean, it's Fox Dittos. I'm not. I mean, Katamol's a, decent player, but I'm surprised that he beat Maruchan. Maruchan's good, man.
Yeah, I was surprised too. I was like, oh no way. He was like, Cable was like,
no worries.
Maruchan's doing it. Thanks for coming. I'm glad. I hope you see you around more. Hell yeah. All right, everyone say goodbye to Chapelo. All right, sweet. Yeah. Dang, what? I need to watch this. Maruchan's going crazy. Yeah, he's playing green. I don't know if he always played green. Okay. On counter hits. Crazy. Okay. Because he jumped in and got hit by Peaches in the air and then shined and turned it into a combo, which is so sick. I feel like Fox can do that better than any character, where you counter hit. Like, you get hit. Oh, that was sick. How did Maruchan lose in the regular bracket? All right, punish game, punish game, punish game. Down smash. Ooh. Covered both. All right, Verbose isn't done.
I guess I gotta get a new set.
What happened?
I guess my GameCube crashed.
Oh, they said that. Oh, during the set.
Or I don't know if it was during a set, but they said it crashed. It was like, yeah, I've dropped it before, so I'm not. I've had issues with it in the past. Dude.
Yeah, unrelated,
dude,
unrelated.
I was playing Ammy earlier, and
Yeah.
he's a kid. He's like, he can't kill. And then he was talking about like Link or young Link. It was funny.
Maruchan's looking clean.
Yeah, I felt like he was playing pretty well. I feel like I'm like, if I just like actually put in like a bit of work, like if I dedicate like some time, I feel like I'm like right there.
Yeah.
I have my moments. I'll be like playing foxes, like who are like better than me, and I'll be like doing okay. I'll be like taking advantage of like situations and stuff, but I feel like I'm like that, like, you know, I miss one thing and then I lose my momentum.
Yeah. You're like in one pocket and you're grooving, and then one thing happens and you're gone. Like, your peak is there, but it's just you're playing at that all the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where it's like you only get it in sparks, where like good players can just turn on and just like always play at that level.
in my set against GOATcheese in the first match, I like took first stock and I talked to him. He was like. He's like, okay, man. And then he proceeded to 3-stock me, which is funny. But yeah, I don't know. And then C-SPAN after I said like I was playing really well game 2, so it's like I'm always like happy to hear that. 'Cause, like sometimes you know you get in your own head. You're like, oh, I'm not getting better. I'm not, you know, like everyone's still beating me. But then like I don't know. It feels good when like someone that like you don't really know says like something positive about you. You're like, oh,
especially
okay.
it's someone that you're not super tight with, but you've played before, and they're like, oh, you got better. Like that's like the best compliment.
Yeah, I remember first time I played Daniel, he said he really likes my style and that like just like continue, like keep it up, like just keep grinding unranked and you'll get there.
Hell yeah.
It's like, which is always like very nice to hear.
Daniel's tight.
Yeah. Sucks that
He's crazy.
Oh my god.
What is it?
Sucks that he can't really come to.
Oh yeah, he always gets off at like 7 p.m. or
7.
something. Yeah.
I miss Nut House.
Yeah. Thank you. Hey, last call, chat.
Yeah, you guys want anything? Nut House feels bad. I know, dude.
Go Max.
That house was so sick. Homies.
I never went. I used to work Friday nights all the time.
Yeah. I mean, like it was like in his like back house that
That's
was like
sick.
underdeveloped, but
That's tight. That's like
but,
a house party.
They had a concession. They had a little concession stand.
Yeah.
So you could buy alcohol, pizza, and like chips and stuff. And I don't know. There was a decent amount of setup.
I tuned into some of the streams, but yeah.
Yeah, I forgot they had a stream. Yeah, it was fun.
Maruchan's playing really good all of a sudden. He lost to you and said none. He's tired of losing.
Yeah, how'd that one feel? Yeah, hell yeah.
I was wondering how he's in winners.
Well, it's because it's Danny, but yeah.
Yeah, it's a different bracket.
Yeah. He was saving his energy for Ammy Bracket. He sa- Ooh, he took a lot of percent.
Dude, each up smash is or down smash is the most tilting thing. That's just basic because like
Wait, Jelly's
every
gone?
percent counts.
Jelly,
I miss him already.
head out and have to get rest. I missed that good night.
Oh no, we didn't get to say goodnight.
We're whack, we're whack, we're whack.
Yeah, Peach down smash is like the most tilting thing as a spacey because like every percent matters, and just like you take 50% for holding the wrong direction is so tilting. It's like, oh man, I'm at death percent now. Especially as Falco, your recovery's
you're
not as good as Fox's. You lose your double jump off stage, you're basically dead. And like, I feel like Peach's
Right?
edge guard.
I think that's what like Maruchan's been doing good is sharking. Like once like getting Peach up and then just like hitting up airs and just like platform like just dash dancing like.
He has a missile cancel, he has a missile waveland, he has a missile. Look at him just moving, go around the structure.
Oh, look at this.
When I picked up Fox, Maruchan was the guy that I asked how to practice tech skill. And he was like, Uncle Punch, yada yada. Yeah, yeah. So.
If you were on Uncle Punch right now, he would not be flashing green.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
there's no underscore.
You would not
Yeah,
be
yeah,
flashing.
yeah.
Yeah, I need to start Uncle Punch. That's what I need to do. I need to start Uncle Punching more. Because I used to Uncle Punch quite a bit. I used to do exercise. Exercise is so
Yeah.
good.
That's the difference between Maru and GOATcheese and
C-SPAN?
no, the
Fun.
guy who broke
Cohenski?
They played a Fox or
yeah,
Cohenski?
Cohenski? Coco? Yeah.
Coco.
Wild.
He's a waiter.
Coco's a waiter.
He does drift back down airs. So catch you running in. When he down airs, you run in and he gets you. But these guys are runner-inners.
Runner-inners.
Yeah, Cohenski's a defense master.
Yeah.
He plays like a sheep. Like he'll like dash dance you and then hit
Then
you with
boost
one there,
grab.
and then you're done. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that fading down air is what I talked
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
But yeah,
Cohenski's the guy.
yeah, like
Yeah, Cohenski's my goat.
in fictions like
He had a good run.
Fox versus Falco, like Metafy video he talked about, like the like the Fox crush.
Clutch. He's clutch.
The movement.
Mid short man.
Ah!
That's so hard to hit.
Oh, F smash? Oh, you missed his jump cancel up smash.
Yeah, that was supposed to be us.
The only text he's ever missed. Let's go.
Uh-oh.
Hold on.
The neutral B stall. Why do you do a down air? No. Oh no.
Oh wow, what a
Sniped him.
Oh, yeah, but fiction talks about like foxes, like the fox crush. That like if you can't hold off the fox, like he's gonna crush you.
Yeah.
Like he'll just run at you, running shine, and like I'll smash you. So like your like whole goal as Falco is
Keep
to,
him
like,
out.
to zone him out, make him respect your defense, and then you can like think about like approaching, like doing approaching aerials and stuff. Which I don't know. I feel like you'd never really want to do as Falco. You just want to try to catch up the fox, especially at like my level. Like the fox is always gonna approach at some point. They're not patient enough yet. Which I need to get better at.
Yeah, honestly, I feel being patient feels better. I feel like before I would like, if I weren't running in, I feel like I felt like I was running away if I didn't run in. But now I feel okay, like dash dancing and like just spacing aerials far away just to like do stuff. Like,
Yeah, I feel like the better you get at the game, the more you realize it's not as
Oh!
fast. Oh.
he's got Dex.
Like the more you realize the game is not as fast as you think it is.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
realize that like neutral is actually really fucking slow.
yeah.
Like it's all about being patient and just like whip punishing. Like the fast parts is punish.
Yeah.
Like, punish and defense and recovery is like super. But like look at this. It's like very like.
I mean, you do have to react quickly. Like when you see them like throw at something, especially your fox, you can like dash dance and run in, so you have to react to stuff fast. But So silly.
Wow.
Oh.
The reaction to grab off a plank is crazy. Ooh, wow, that was sick.
This is a good sick counter. Oh!
Ooh.
Okay, so Verbose is a B button. Like, he likes that. He did that against me. It didn't really work in our set, but he's been throwing it out. And it's
I never see Peach counter. That is such a rare move.
He must know something I don't, because I don't know. Oh, I don't know anything.
No,
so.
I think Peach counter is garbage. But
Oh, really?
I think in that situation it worked out really well.
Okay, that was it. That was the cheese. I was like, all right, down smash
Down
did not
smash.
hit.
Down smash on platform, bro. I've learned to just not fuck with Peach on platform, because you know down smash.
Yeah.
Down smash or drive is coming. Ooh, wow, that was a crazy CC grab.
This might be it. Or. Oh, he almost got down smashed on. Alright, what's Maruchan thinking?
I need to fucking open up this fucking Peach. I need to get damage.
You did not do trades. You just down a trade. Oh, that sucks!
Oh, dude, I hate that.
Honestly, no, Verbose is really good at spacing stuff. When I was playing him, I was like, oh, like, he's just like outspace Mario moves, and I'm just like, oh, we're so close, but he's just.
Yeah, I feel like Verbose is really good at invalidating lower tier characters.
Oh!
Ooh, that's a sad fuck. Up there in the right. Oh, come on. Yeah. Is it game 5?
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta update the.
I clicked.
Dude, like, dude, the down smash. You looked away. You took 30 seconds.
Jeez.
I feel for that. Oh no. You're at knockdown percent already. 13 seconds into the match.
Yeah. Peach is down to trade. Like, she can take a hit and give a hit. Woo.
I have such mixed feelings about Falcon.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah, have a good one. Yeah, I just have such mixed feelings about Falcon. Sometimes the platforms work really well in my favor, and I feel like my movement around platforms is really good. But then sometimes shit like that happens, and I'm like, bro, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
I think it's real. Like, I hate this stage in the Ditto, in the Falco Ditto,
Oh.
because lasering is so important in this matchup. And like the way I think about like this stage is that I always want to be under the higher platform, the higher side platform.
So, yeah.
Because like the low platform fucks up with your lasers, and if you're in the Falco Ditto, like lasers.
need-
are
Oh!
Oh, dude, and that's the Fox difference. That's the Fox factor right there.
It is recovery. Let's go, Fettuccine. Oh, okay.
Fettuccine, the OG 27. The Legend 27. What the fuck do I hear on
Ooh!
Ooh, that's so
Oh, he's still-
scary. Oh my god. Ooh, the reverse nair. Oh, the turn. Ooh, wow, that was just a clean edge.
Yeah. I feel like ever since Maruchan got that last stock, Verbose has been cooking.
Oh, dude, like 27%.
That's
Oh,
thick.
that was crazy.
The platform started rising in the middle of that. That was.
Yeah. I wish there was a way to like predict platform movement, but
Like on a timer or something.
yeah, it's just random.
Sick recovery.
I wish there was a pattern to it. There's
Yeah.
not even a pattern. It's literally random.
All right, Maruchan's not done.
All right.
Game 5, last stock.
Game 5 blast log situation. The physical anatomy of both these players is taken into effect right now. Oh, dude, down smash. Oh.
GG's.
Oh. No, we
that
got
not game
bracket reset.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. Bracket reset. We're hyped.
We got 7 minutes. Let's go.
We're good.
Can you help break that up?
Oh.
Is that your setup?
No.
Or I can commentate, keep track of this.
Bracket reset.
All right, we got ourselves into Battlefield. Ooh, and we're starting off with the Fox Classic, the double shine spike off stage. Ooh, down tilt knockdown is pretty scary for Fox, but ooh, that grab was crazy.
That's so funny. I like a big part of the movie like gets turned slowly. Like that's what happens.
Man, I feel like Maruchan, if he was just like a tad more patient, a lot of these openings that Verbose is getting wouldn't be happening. I feel like, yeah, Maruchan's just, ooh, I'm lucky. Couldn't grab ledge after the counter. Yeah, I just feel like a lot of these situations where Maruchan's getting opened up and getting, like, taking damage is when, not necessarily off of trades, it's more, like, off of, like, situations that definitely were avoidable. Like, in that situation, that was just good wherewithal of Verbose to, you know, grab during that shield pressure, saw an opportunity and went for it. But we have situations where, like in that situation, you go for the jab, and, like, what are you looking for? You're at 61%. You're not going to get a you're not going to pop up for a knockdown, and, like, you know, Peach is holding down. Like, you're gonna get up, like, down smash. You just, like, jab and get out of that situation. But I'm sitting here on commentary and not in grand finals, so what can I say? Good shit. All right. Let's see if you can maintain this momentum. Take it to a dub on match 1. But oh, the get up attack. Yeah, see, like, in that situation, I feel like you just gotta dash dance and hold center a bit more. Gotta be little. Ooh, what a back air. Oh, wow, that shine is crazy. Wow, what an opening. Oh my god, that grab was crazy. Oh, and now we got ourselves the FD special. We're gonna get a chain grab. Oh, but the chain grab. Oh, dude, but the down smash. The down smash differential. Oh, and then there it goes again. Yeah, Fox may have up smash and shine, but Peach has down smash, and it's doing all. Ooh, yeah, double down smash. All right. Up throw up air. Ooh, barely missed it.
Alright, well, that was 1-1, okay, I think. Yes.
Survival.
All right, good night, everybody.